the Eberlestock Fade series. I think you're gonna like it. Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna take a look at Eberlestock's, one of their items from their new Fade lineup. So it is a little bit more of their low profile, kind of clean looking products that allow you to carry without looking tactical. So it's not a lot of moly, it's very sleek. They're using some materials that are really kind of nice. And if you're looking for something that you can use for kind of everyday carry, but it also enables you to put a pistol, short barrel rifle, and other types of things into the back of some of your packs, should you need to do that, I think this Fade lineup is really going to be a good option for you. The video today, though, is going to be specifically on their larger pack, the Adapt. They have a few other packs that are out there, as well as slings that are in this Fade lineup. So they have a Transport 18 liter, they have a Transport 21 liter, they have the Adapt, they have a sling, they have a briefcase, they have a bunch of different pouches, and then I actually picked up the blocker pouch, which is a Faraday sleeve from them also. This is going to be a part of a different video that's going to be doing some comparison between consumer characteristics of different Faraday pouches that are out there and available kind of at the smaller scale for phones, so kind of keep an eye out for that. But the Adapt is something that I was looking for, that I wanted to be able to have if I wanted to carry a laptop, kind of some normal things that I would carry on me to use every day in a work environment, and then also be able to put a short barrel rifle in it if I wanted to also. So we're going to do kind of just a high level overview, kind of look down on the bag, take a look at some of the features, kind of like some of my other videos, just do some initial touch feel, some of the design touches that are associated with the bag, and then wrap it up. So let's take a look from above. All right, guys, so first, before we jump into this, let's talk about this, right? Eberlestock, I've had a number of bags from them, their high speed, low drag, a handful of other ones. I really like the company in themselves. It's quality material that they use, quality craftsmanship. It is made in the USA, out of Idaho, and it is a veteran-owned company. And so I always like to support them. They make great products anyways, regardless of that. But, you know, it's always good to be able to support USA-made, American-made companies and keep them working. But they come out with some great products. Some of the stuff's innovative. I really like what they do with their products. A lot of their initial packs are geared towards, you know, the military and outdoor and hunting, and they've moved into a more kind of everyday carry, you know, gray man type of style with a lot of some of their newer lines, which, you know, kind of caters to everyone, and that's kind of nice. But let's hit a couple of the details first, right? So 4 pounds, 2 ounces the bag is. So it's not a light bag, right? But packed with features. And I personally am not looking for a light bag. So this is great. The material that it's made out of is 210 denier, 210D, Regen Robic, which is a nylon mini ripstop. And you can kind of see a little bit here. We'll zoom in and do like a B-roll shot of this, but it's like a ripstop material. So there's no real labeling on the pack other than their symbol here, these 3 dots, these 3 circles that are that go with the company themselves, with Eberlestock. And then on the back of the pack in the air channel here, you have Eberlestock. So it's very subdued also. It's black, blends right in with it. And same with this label up here. It is black, so it's real subdued. Now I like that. I don't like a lot of labels on my bags popping out. There is no, you know, patch panels on the exterior either, right? So huge fan of Go Ruck packs. I like the patch panel for in certain instances, but it's also nice to just have things kind of slick. The size of the pack is 28 liters closed, and then it is 40 liters with the scabbard open. And when we go through this, I'll show you what the scabbard looks like, and it adds quite a bit of volume. The nice thing with this bag is that you see these sides here, we can compress it, which I love compression. I love these. I've had them added to some of my Go Ruck bags just to keep things, if I don't have it packed out full, I can really tighten it down and keep it really nice and tight. I don't like having, you know, the bag flopping around. And so having compression straps on the sides is a huge deal. I really like that feature. Let's go over dimensions, right? So closed with the scabbard closed, we're at 12.25, so wide. We're at 21.75 long, 7.5 thick, right? So this is not 7.5 inches thick like this. I mean, you can take into account the scabbard down here as part of that thickness, but it's not that thick. With the scabbard open, the same width, 12.25. The length goes out to 27 inches in length, and then same 7.5, right? And so you'll see we can widen this up and really kind of load this thing out, which is really nice. So they advertise that the pack can carry a 27-inch pistol or short barrel rifle with the scabbard extended. So again, we're at like about 21 inches without it. So if you do have a side folding stock or pistol brace on your rifle, this will probably fit really, really well in here. And that's kind of what I intended to use it for and why I really liked this design. Very discreet, in my opinion. Doesn't scream that you have something that somebody else may want to take from you. Those are just a couple of the features associated with it. So let's kind of do a quick look at the rest of the bag itself. So there's various different zipper pulls on here, which on one hand I find interesting, but on the other hand, I kind of understand why. You'll see these kind of simple pulls here. This is for the scabbard itself. We'll hit that last. You see the finger loop hooks here that we have. You see a T-handle kind of hook right here that they have. And so this is all good if it's dark and you need to be able to know where you're at on your bag without light and just by going from sensory touch. So you know which panels that you can access and which areas of the bag that you can access. So I like those touches. It's interesting. I haven't seen a lot of other bags that I own personally that have the zipper pulls set up like that right out of the box. The zippers are YKK, which again, nice. And they do have kind of the fabric after you hit the zipper is sealed up, right? So they're not waterproof aqua lock zippers, but they do kind of seal up to try to keep kind of dust out of the teeth, which again is also nice. So let's kind of look at the bag itself. So the bag is a couple of things, right? So we can do top loading where you have kind of the flip down in the front, but then you can also open it up entirely like a clamshell. You can also open one side specifically and sling it over your side of your body to just open that side up and get into it. So a lot of versatility, and we'll hit that. So starting at the top, what have we got? We've got a really nice area where you can throw some sunglasses in. So it's got a nice fabric in here that, you know, hope is nice and soft to kind of have any kind of optics or any kind of things that you're going to put on your eyes, anything you don't want to get scratched. Really nice deep pocket there. There is no key retention cable in here, no little key chain that you can throw keys in there to retain. I kind of would have liked to see that because I'm typically throwing all the stuff I want at the top, right? Like so in your sunglass pocket or your key pocket at the top. I like that. 3 sides there's handles. So you have a handle on the side, grab handle on the top. Pretty comfortable. I mean, it's very simple. It's just folded over. It looks like 1-inch webbing, maybe 3/4 folded over. So that's what that looks like. Let's look at the sides. So kind of your standard clips here. I will draw your attention to these strap keepers. Comes right out of the box with them. I love that. I hate having the whole gypsy camp with all the straps hanging all over the place. So little touches like that are okay by me, especially with a bag like this. So you got your compression straps on the side. Those just flip out. Boom. You have your zippers here. Again, your finger pulls for your zippers. This is your main compartment. I like that. Again, if I wanted to keep the sides compressed, I can just flip the top of the bag open, which is nice. If I don't want the whole thing open, I just want to dig into it, I can do that. Or I can unlock those compression straps. Let me speak English, compression straps. And I can open the bag up entirely. So what you'll notice here is that the entire pack on the inside is loop lined. So They make a number of products, and again, the Adapt line, some of the pouches are hook and loop, so they attach to the back of this and let you kind of do your own configuration. But if you use things like Vertex, some of their or Tactigami attachments, throw that on there and you're kind of ready to go. So it's nice that the entire interior really is loop lined, because you can really set up some different configurations. So you'll see on each of the wings, you have a real nice material that's stretchy and elastic at the top, so you can slide a water bottle down in there. So there are no exterior water bottle pockets, but there are interior water bottle pockets. So that's kind of nice. Again, it keeps it nice and streamlined, nice and sleek. I know some people like their water bottle pockets on the outside, but for me, I like with this, it's keeping everything enclosed and really has a good amount of space. There are no pockets on the outer flap, right? So again, just loop lined. You have this gathered material here that really is the other side of the sunglass pocket at the top there. You see here, this is the part of the scabbard, so we'll show you that when that unzips. And then you have a couple of sections here that are not elastic, but they kind of have a gusseted area. So this is one that goes down. It does have some space from the bottom. So if you are using, let's say, a laptop you wanted to slide in here, you do have some protection from it hitting the bottom, so it is suspended, which is nice. But then at the top here, you have a Velcro closed, really wide area. I mean, I'd say that's, I can expand that up to, I don't know, probably 6-7 inches to slide your pistol or rifle down in there. And then they have a retention strap here that allows you to kind of strap down the butt of your SBR or pistol here. And again, nice touches. This right here, just a pull tab to open it up. So again, just some really nice, simple touches. Again, these, look at straps, keeping your straps under control. These are just really, really nice, simple touches to a bag that make it just much more functional. So let's zip it up. I'll show you, I missed a couple of features also here before we go into kind of the back portion of the bag. There's also a kind of discreet concealed carry area of the bag that they call it also. I did not mention that there is also a vertical pocket here. This vertical pocket does have some organization. So there's an interior zipper in here. There is organization, right? Just bare minimum. It's kind of translucent. You can kind of see my fingers through it, but it's like a grid here. I still don't see any type of like key loop or anything like that. I would like to see something like that. I mean, it's, again, not a deal breaker, but it is nice to have something like that if you're just throwing your stuff in there and you want to kind of keep some of your stuff under control. Let's look at the scabbard. This is what really I like about this. The scabbard is so discreet. It just looks like an extension of the bag. So if I had this folded out and I had a rifle in here, it just looks like an extension of the bag. The bag is just like, I'm carrying a long bag. I love this. I think this is just a great feature. Again, the material is the same, the 210 denier, like that grid kind of ripstop nylon. It's nice. All right, let's go into the back. So again, straps. So you do have your strap organization here as you kind of put it on and off. I still would like to see some of those roll-up strap keepers with this, so I can just roll these out of the way once I have it kind of set up how I want it. You do have your kind of chest strap here, real easy to move it in and out and adjust that. These are real simple. It's nice. Again, we have, a little bit of elastic here. I'll keep saying it. I like organization. I don't like stuff flapping around. So, having something that I could roll this up or, keep this attached to it, the extra amount of webbing that I have there, I would like to see that. I think that would be a great addition to this. Again, very simple, but it's nice. It's a nice breathable material. The shoulder straps are not, super thick, right? I haven't worn this. There's no load lifters. They're kind of basic. I would imagine they're comfortable. They feel like they are. It's nice that they have kind of like the S curve, so they're not straight. So they do kind of help conform to your body. You could use it, male or female, and kind of help anatomically. I find straps like that to be more comfortable for me personally. And then again, you have an air channel here that really kind of helps filter some of that air up and out. So probably good. I haven't tested out. Again, you're just kind of seeing it out of the box. I haven't tested this, out to see hot spots, anything like that. But let's look at this back panel. Again, we have this T-pole here. This is their kind of concealed area. So I would readjust these zippers so they're either on one side or the other. So if I swung the sling to one side, that I would be able to kind of get in there easier. You got a good amount of area here too. Again, loop line, same with the panel. Now it's not real thick, so if you're filling out the inside, you can feel there's no rigidity here on this panel. So you're gonna, whatever you have on the interior is gonna push against this. So whatever you have back here, you need to keep it kind of real slim, especially if you have the interior packed out tightly, because I suspect you'll feel it through the back of this because it is a thin area. I would say it's, you know, maybe an inch. Now the nice thing is if you don't have it packed out tight on the inside, it has a little bit of flex to this so that it can push to the inner portion of the pack, hopefully, and not give you, you know, any of this feeling. Now it does have a rigid pack frame in here. I assume it's made out of similar materials like all pack frames are. It's pretty rigid. And then you do have a loop pass through here, it looks like, where you could hang, you know, a water bladder. So you could feed out your water bladder hose out through that and then kind of zip it up through the top. So you do kind of have some options there. Let me do a quick show you what this looks like on me. For reference, 6'2", 200 pounds, and kind of just show you kind of how this fits on me from those kind of characteristics. The straps feel good. Again, I don't have it loaded out, but you know, the bag feels good. It rides good on me. It sits above kind of my right on the top of my hip line here. So I'm not going to have a lot of rubbing down lower if I had a belt on or anything like that, which is nice. Again, 6'2". I typically have, you know, I don't have a long torso. I'd say probably medium if you're using like a backpacking measurement, maybe medium to long. It fits well. Again, the compression straps on the side, you can really crank it in if you want to keep it tight to you. This scabbard, it kind of folds up, but I don't know, you know, how well those compression straps are not going to really impact that. But final thoughts, initial look at this pack. I think it's a good pack. I like supporting USA made companies. Eberlestock did, in full disclosure, give me a discount, but I used my own funds to pay for this bag. And I want to check out a few other items from their Fade line. I may try the Transport 21. The 20 to 26, 27 liters is really the sweet spot for me to keep everything that I need to have. But, you know, for the price, comparatively speaking to other packs, the features on this, it's feature rich. It's made well. It's comfortable. I can't really say that there's anything I don't like about it in a major way that would prevent me from recommending this to anyone. So if you have a question about the bag, go ahead, drop me a comment. I will answer. I usually answer most of the comments that come through on any of my videos. The channel is small, so I can do that. I'll get back to you on it, and I'm happy to try to answer any questions associated with the bag itself. So thanks for sticking around. This video is a little long, but I appreciate it. Let me know if you have anything else you want me to take a look at. Take care.